What's up everyone, Big Dan here, and in this video we're going to be talking about Dragon Age 4. Specifically, we're going to be talking about why the character Cullen most likely won't make a return for that game. And the reason might surprise you. Cullen is one of the most popular characters in the Dragon Age franchise, and one of only a handful of characters to make an appearance in every game. Other three-peat characters include Leliana, Alistair, Flemeth, and Tegan. There may be a few others, but in any case it's a short list. So given that he's been in every game so far, many would expect him to return in Dragon Age Dreadwolf as well. Moreover, he was a major player in Dragon Age Inquisition, and will most likely be motivated to help stop the Dreadwolf. He also has a lot of dedicated fans amongst the overall Dragon Age fanbase, so BioWare has numerous reasons to bring this character back. So why wouldn't they? Well, the main reason Cullen probably won't be in Dragon Age 4 is because of a real-life Twitter beef. That's right, a real-life Twitter drama between Cullen's voice actor Greg Ellis and BioWare erupted in late 2020. So let's dive into this drama in case you missed it. This story begins on December 4th, 2020, which has also been dubbed Dragon Age Day by BioWare. On that day, Mark Dara, executive producer of the Dragon Age series, tweeted a blog post announcing his retirement from BioWare after 23 years at the studio. Dara was heavily involved in the development of every Dragon Age game, as well as Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, Mass Effect, and a few other projects. Since then, he's dedicated much of his time to creating content for his YouTube channel called Old Game Dev Advice. Most of the comments on Dara's original tweet were positive, a mixture of well wishes for his retirement and some sadness that he would no longer be working in games. But Cullen's voice actor had a different take. Responding directly to Mark Dara's tweet, he stated that his retirement would be a relief for many, stating, "I've worked with you for over 10 years as the voice actor of Cullen and Anders on Dragon Age, and have never worked with a more disloyal, duplicitous corporate fake. Your enforced quote-unquote resignation is a victory for BioWare, its employees, and particularly the fans." That's a pretty rough thing to post publicly about someone you work with, especially one involved in hiring you. It's basically the equivalent of publicly telling your boss to go fuck themselves. Here's a little career advice. Don't ever burn bridges with people who work in your industry, because you never know if you're going to need to work with these people again in the future, or if you'll end up working with some of their friends. Also, publicly bad-mouthing your employers is generally seen as unprofessional, and could present hiring managers with a reason to trash your resume. Mark Dara didn't take Greg's comments on the chin though. He responded to him in a series of tweets. "Hey there, Greg. I've been letting you slide for a while, but I think Dragon Age Day is maybe the day when that ends. Is there some world where you imagine that your behavior with regards to me and the community in general would actually cause you to ever be hired on a Dragon Age game? I'm not sure if this is performative in some way in order to get the attention of a different group, but it certainly isn't going to endear you to a company that cares about its public appearance." Now, it's hard to know what happened between these guys behind the scenes over the years that they worked together. Maybe there's some sort of personal beef between them. But judging from some of the other tweets, it seems like that some of this might be political. Greg Ellis has positioned himself as something of a men's rights activist, while Mark Dara appears to have drunk the woke Kool-Aid, so to speak. I'm probably oversimplifying this, but I really don't care. I'm just a YouTuber who likes playing video games and entertaining people, so I don't really give a shit about politics. But in any case, it seems that Greg Ellis has burned his bridges with BioWare. Even though Mark Dara no longer works there, many of his colleagues and friends still do, and it's unlikely they'd want to pay him to step into the voice booth after this kind of behavior. Funny thing is, Cullen also voiced the character Anders, a spirit-possessed mage who incinerated his own life by committing a terrorist act to make a political statement. Seems like there's an interesting parallel here with Ellis IRL, albeit with much lower stakes compared to the story of Dragon Age 2. Now, it is possible that BioWare could bring back Cullen and simply replace the voice actor. It wouldn't be the first time they've done this with a character. In fact, Ellis voiced Anders in Dragon Age Origins Awakening, but was replaced with Greg Howden for Dragon Age 2. Morden's voice actor was also changed in Mass Effect 3, so there is a precedent for this. But for Greg Ellis, his days of voice acting for BioWare are likely over. So there you have it, why Cullen won't be in Dragon Age 4. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to Big Dan Gaming for more Mass Effect and Dragon Age videos. Also, big shout out to all the channel members for supporting my content. Until next time, this has been Big Dan. I should go.